sound.
New camera.
Hello. Hello, everybody. It doesn't mean let's bring you back up. Say hello. Wave. Hello. Yeah, this is Mad Frankie and Violet Igor, and we are the Mad Scientists, and we are arting today. And I'm using my 12 by 12 plate because that's the first one I grabbed. Okay, so I'll go back to the solo and explain what I'm doing, more or less. Um, while I'm doing this, Violet is going to be looking up how to stop my camera from turning off, which would be really nice. Now I've got some pages here I want to use to put gel prints on because I printed something incorrectly and I need to get rid of it. And to do that, we have a couple of rather nice, I think, stencils. Now the first one is this, and it's I'm still on the circles. You know, I've got some circles that I made with tissue and various things, putting it in a circle that I stamped. So
And you
I've
got
done that
that
now.
idea
And
from
this is
foil.
now using a stent. Sorry?
And you got the idea for the flocking and that from foil, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I got the idea of using circles from Froyle
Yep.
because she got the beehive paper and I've been trying to imitate it ever since because I can't get hold of it.
Right.
So, so this is another attempt at doing exactly that. So these are some circles I drew in pencil and I've transferred them into stencils. So we're going to have a go with that one. And we have another, which is this one. I really like this one. It's my favourite. This, but it all depends on how they work. So there's some. This is going to look more like painty circles, I think. You know, with the blobby bits. That was my idea anyway. This one is going to look more like broken lines, rather like those roses that I think are called whimsy, the paper that Froyle uses.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to estimate that, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to get some nice effects with these anyway. So let's think about what we're going to do. Oh,
Okay.
hello, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. I was waiting for Fran to take a breath before I interrupted. Hi, Sharon. We're so glad to see you. I'm glad you've got a moment to stop in.
I'm just popping my mouse out of the way because I've, for the first time for a long time, months, I've got my proper Panasonic camera going. Lovely. But it's backwards and sideways, and the stupid thing keeps turning off. I'm fine, thank you, Sharon. So I can actually see the screen because it's straight in front of me. Isn't that lovely? You're upside down, of course. It's as if I'm on the other side. So everything is not perfect, but
But
oh
we're
yeah, nice prints. Yes.
yeah, we're here. We're working out the kinks. We're getting there.
So I think
Oh, your prints are beautiful, Sharon.
put that there.
If I'm not going to say too much, but I'll be there Saturday to watch.
So I'm going to try some colours. So I think the first one to try will be, where's that one I had a mem? Oh, here we are. It's a dioxazine purple. I'm going to give this one a try. I love purple, and
Okay.
we'll see what happens with that. That's if I can get any out of here. I think I might need to mix some of that. It doesn't seem to want to come out. That's a thick one. I'm going to need to do some mixing on my glass sheet with that one. So we'll leave that for now and try something else. Let's try one of the reds I made. That would be rather nice. I've got red 2, which I've called bloody. I've got red 1 that's only called red 1. I've got red 3, which I've called fresh blood. And I've got arterial blood, which is red 4. So let's try arterial, shall we? We'll try a bit of arterial blood. Yes, nice. Nice bloody. A nice murdery day. Now, let's have a, there we go. One of them somewhere. And one of those. And I'll start once I've got a bit more room over here because I want room for brayering off. That's something I don't always have because I pile things up over there. Don't want to start before I'm a bit of room. I've got some using the white tissue, the wet strength one, and I've got some A3 bits of paper as well, some copy paper type stuff. Look at that, a full one. Ooh, lovely.
Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Lisa.
And make-
If my camera goes off, don't worry about it. I'll turn it back on again.
That's all right.
It's hopefully Violet is going to figure out how I can stop it
I'm
doing
working
that.
on it. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
Yep. Sharon said, well, Sharon's been posting pictures of some really cool painty poles. And I don't know how many she's made, but Saturday she says, can't wait to do it again and make another 100. Mm-hmm.
Oh, crikey. 100. I couldn't do that.
I love that color.
It's not bad. It's a bit sort of uneven. Let's try and even it out a bit. It's taking too much off now.
Well, Sharon, you go right at, you know what? I would love it if you would put a link to your channel in here. Go
Yes,
right
right ahead. Yep.
Absolutely.
And just to be clever, let's try that one on that edge as well.
You have got the power.
I have the power.
Mm-hmm. Now, these, you said these were made out of Tyvek?
Yep.
Lucky you.
I cut them on my silhouette.
Thank you.
Sorry?
She posted her link.
Good.
So, yeah, you cut them out on your silhouette?
Yep. I think this one is going to be a scraps one. So I'm going to take the edge off there as well. There we go. So that'll be used again. Trying to grab another sheet.
And so Sharon says, and this is something you and I have talked about. She says the thicker Tyvek, she's curious what it is. She's only used the recycled mailers to mount flowers so far. And I know
Well, I'm using the same material. It's still Tyvek, but this is 105 GSM, I think. I believe that's what it is. 105. Ooh, that there.
Which means nothing to us.
Well, it's just the weight of the Tyvek. It just means
it's grams
weightier than you might get for envelopes.
Yeah, it's grams per square. It's the weight per square. I know that.
Per square meter. GSM right. Per square meter.
Right. But we used post office mailers as Tyvek. That's the Tyvek we get.
I don't actually know what weight though.
Exactly. So when you say GSM, we don't have anything to compare it to.
Well, it's like the weight of paper. You know, copy of paper is about 60 to 80 GSM. And hammer mill, I think, is 120 or maybe 160. I don't know. I don't use it. I don't have it.
Yeah.
But that's what P&M used.
And how did you purchase your Tyvek?
How did I what? Purchase it on Amazon.
So you purchased a roll of Tyvek?
I purchased a roll, yeah. It was 37 quid, 37, 38 quid for a roll. And I'm still happily using it. I haven't needed to get another one yet.
There you go, Sharon.
Not quite. I think I'll take this one off with tissue, see what happens.
Okay.
But I'm going to put another colour behind it. So that was red. So what shall I use behind it? Maybe I'll use a bit of something sparkly.
Fran,
or
do me a
something
favor and
light.
hold out a piece of Tyvek so Sharon can touch it and see how it feels and how thick it is. Ha 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 ha.
You see,
No.
it's sort of
Um,
it's sort of wiggly, but you can't tear it, not unless you've had it for quite a while. It starts to weaken at some of these little weak points,
yeah.
and it might tear there, but I'd need to adjust that slightly. But you know, it doesn't really tear. It more sort of wrinkles and eventually gives way
Right.
because it doesn't tear the way paper does. They use it for building, yes,
Okay.
but these rolls are obviously intended for art because they're not big enough to go around building. Yeah, they use them. As it Dupont uses them for makes the Tyvek for buildings. They call it a permeable membrane. So
Yeah,
it's quite a bit
it's a
less.
like me, a little jiggly. We're all a little jiggly these days. I know I am. We use it here for like a water, like a moisture barrier on the around houses.
The same here
Before,
in this country.
right, there you go. Yeah, it is thin. It is thin, Sharon, but it's, yeah, the way to go with murdery paint. Yeah. And it isn't a permanent. The UPO will last a long time. The stencils made from UPO that you get from P&M
Yeah,
Artist Studio, those will last. They will withstand. But the Tyvek
yeah.
will, I think it will deteriorate over time. So be aware of that if you purchase.
Well, it hasn't yet. I'm still using my original ones that I made sometime. So I think it's a similar sort of thing. It's a matte. It's not. It's like the UPO and the mineral paper. Those are both made from. I think they're both. Well, the mineral paper at least is made from mineral, so rock paper they call it as well.
Yeah.
But Tyvek is more of a um, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah,
Synthetic
it's like
material,
a plastic. Yeah.
and I think UPO is as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's like plastic fibers.
It is kind of like some sort of plastic. Yeah, it feels like plastic the way it moves and doesn't tear. You see,
Yeah. Oh,
it
and Sharon,
just sort of
I have to tell you, Sharon,
twists.
Fran and I talking about the papers and different papers and that took me down a rabbit hole the other day. I was looking at gaskets for cars, automotive gaskets, if you know what those are. I mean, not only are they really cool designs, but they're something that you could use as a mask or a stencil on the gel plate. And then my husband's over to the side encouraging me, and he says, "Well, what about roofing tar paper?" I'm like, "No, see, I can't put that on my gel plate, but that's a cool product to play with." You have to look outside. You have to think outside the box for some of these things. Yeah, Russ doesn't bring
Yeah,
me weird things.
you have to have on a sort of um, half glance, as it were, because you're looking at something without knowing what it is, and that's a better way to do it, I
Right?
think, because that way you're looking at what impression it makes on you instantly, rather than knowing that
Oh,
it's for going round building, for instance,
yeah, you're more
or for
open-minded.
going in a car. Yeah,
Sharon, my husband works in hospitals and clinics, so he brought me some used X-ray films. Like everything is digital now, but these were the good old-fashioned used X-ray films, so I could use them to cut out stencils, which I haven't done yet. He brings me ink pens that he picks up if he's at a hospital. He'll pick up a pen because he needs a pen, one of the techies' pens, and he brings it to me because I love pens. I just love pens. So, but he.
oh, it's gone
No,
again.
I'm here. You're here.
Hang on, there we
Oh,
go. I'm on
we have
again.
a delay. That's right. Yep.
See, economy mode. I've got to turn off economy
Yep.
mode.
We're gonna get there. So everybody hang in there. She'll be right back. It's the new camera and she hasn't. Yep.
I'm back. It's an old camera, but it's been fixed, and obviously
Right.
it's gone to factory resets. Yeah, put rather a lot on there. So I will try again with the other side of this one, I think. No, we'll keep that. Keep that for doing that. Oh, let's try some of these. See, we might get something of these.
Let's see if I can find
Just some of my poetry. It's nothing special. I want some purple. Let's get some purple ready for the next go. That's a nice purple. Is that indigo?
selecting a mode.
Permanent blue violet. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Mappy. Lovely Mappy. I like it.
That is quite odd, Sharon. She says she has a giant X-ray films of her uterus that she's been using designing a lamp for her son. He has her dark sense of humor, and he will absolutely go gaga for it. Oh, that
Okay.
you did well on breeding
Yeah.
then. Yay, you. Hi, Julie. Julie's here.
Hi,
Julie
Julie.
Parker. She's down in Australia.
Just letting that dry a bit. So I'm going to get some mappiness on the next one. Oh, that's my UPO. I oughtn't to be using my UPO as a fun. But there we go, I was.
So we're just giving out warnings. If Fran goes dark, it's because her silly camera
Doesn't understand.
is on the
It
wrong
doesn't
setting and keeps wanting to go to sleep.
You silly thing. What a silly thing.
Ah, Julie, I'm so sorry. I think I don't know if you do astrology or anything. I'm not really into it, but every now and then it pops up. Venus is in retrograde, so that I think it's Venus, so that might be having an effect on people. I don't know. I mean, I know the moon affects the tides and all that, so why couldn't it affect me? I'm made of water.
Very true. I think I'll get a bit more of that off. It's a bit better. A bit sort of. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
Uh,
Wonder if that will show that up or not. Just going to see. I'm just getting some prints off this. Warming the plate up, really, aren't I? I'm going to go and do these nice circles after that.
okay. I'm here. I'm reading your manual. Oops, let's get back over here. Back and forth. No astronomy. Yeah, I don't understand a lot of it. I just when the tide's out, I'm okay. When the tide's in, yeah. Oh, Julie, painful legs. Is that restless leg? Because Fran and I are both of us have that.
Yeah, we get that.
And I up my potassium when intake when my legs are bothering me. But sometimes nothing helps, and all I can do is get up and walk around.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm going to go back to the biggie. And I'm going to use the stencils. So I'm going to put another layer of that purple on, and then I'm going to take some of
Magnesium too, Lisa. Yes, you're right. I take magnesium daily.
magnesium.
Yep.
Ooh, I got it on the lid. Yeah.
I think we're all deficient in magnesium and vitamin D.
Yeah, you need the magnesium as well as the vitamin D, don't you?
Yeah.
And you need K2.
K2. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I know K. I wasn't aware of K2, but yeah.
There's K1, K2, and it's K2 is the one that you need.
And
I think the other one's the one you get in bananas.
yeah, and I've been eating bananas lately. I don't usually because of the sugar content, but I've been eating them lately for potassium.
Yeah.
It's either that or potatoes. Sharon's were mad last night too.
Right, I'm going to take that off with tissue.
Okay.
Grab one sheet instead of 7. And then another sheet of that bit. Let's just use that piece. I'm using the soap stuff here.
Think about that, Julie. Think about that. What changed? Could be the magnesium.
Just want to take that little bit off there.
It's so cool.
A little bit off there.
Fran, we're in StreamYard, and there's a lag between StreamYard and YouTube, and I watched you in the chat via YouTube, so I can hear you rubbing the Tyvek, but I can't see it yet.
I'm rubbing the tissue at
the tissue, I mean, yeah. And it's like, well, what's that noise? I'm looking around. Oh, it's Fran.
That's nice. I'm now hemmed in. I cannot escape. I got all the thingies on the. I think I need to try and limit this a bit because I don't need this overflow.
Oh, on the plate?
It's just take it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I cut my plate down. I'm not saying you should, but that's why I cut my plate down because I just couldn't get the hang of eliminating the overflow. I just would always do the whole plate not thinking about it, and I didn't.
Well, I do like the end result on the pages when you end up with lots of bits like this.
Right.
It's rather nice.
So it's not a terrible waste, but yeah, right.
No.
If you want to,
Ooh, lovely. I've now got a.
If you want to
stencil.
focus more on what you're doing instead of picking up excess paint, then there's that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
500 milligrams 3 times a day. 500 milligrams of what?
Well, there's different magnesiums. And
magnesium, right.
I won't take magnesium citrate, however you say it.
I think it's citrate, but either way.
Yeah, I won't take that, and I can't remember why, but it's like, nope, that's not what I want. I take I have to think about it. MAG SRT, magnesium
Ooh, but still wet. Because this one is iridescent copper I'm going to plan to use. Iridescent copper.
Dimagnesium malate. That's what I take. The malate form. And it works. And it's through Jigsaw. And I like them because they don't throw in synthetics and crap that I don't want.
What does it mean when you've got a little square and it's completely empty of colour, but it's got a line across it? Like that. What does that mean?
I would
I've
say
seen the completely empty one. I've seen the one with half colour and half not, half lines and half.
So I'm thinking that's
What's one
not
line mean?
transparent. If you have an empty square, that means it's transparent. If you have a half empty square, that means it's semi-transparent. If you have,
But if you have a filled square, that means it's opaque. So what's a square with a line in it? Duh.
confusing.
I mean, that one's got these half filled square, and that one, which is also Amsterdam, has got a filled square. So what the heck's going on? Don't know.
These questions need to be answered.
I'm sorry. This was you to add your own swatch. Could be.
Yeah.
Blooming small swatch though. Swatch.
Squat.
I think I am. Maybe it means it's going to take a long time to dry. It certainly seems to be taking a fair time to dry. Where's the thingy? I was going to put the thingy underneath. One of the sheets underneath.
It's over there. It's over there.
It
It's
is?
over there.
Really, you do astonish me. I haven't put the thing on the top, so it's all right at the moment.
Yeah, Julie says P would know. P talked about it one day. It was the difference between opaque and transparent, which is where I got my information. But the little square with the line through it is a question.
Yeah. Because I don't remember seeing that before. Little square with a line.
So that means it's not transparent, but it's not opaque either.
Or is that what you... No, that can't be. This is semi, with half filled. So...
Okay, give me the name of the one with the line through it.
The one with the line through it is Permanent Blue Violet. 568.
Okay, I see the line through it. And heavy body. I don't know. I'm asking, is it possible? That's what it means? I don't know. I don't know. It's showing the line through the box, but
it doesn't say anything about everybody there.
It says light semi-transparent. The line with the box through it is semi-transparent.
So what's this one then?
What?
Because that's got a half-filled box.
Okay, I'll get back to you. So moving on. I'll go look it up. Which color is that?
That is. Oh, I've gone again. That is light gold.
Light gold. Julie, it depends. I take mine in the evening with I take beef liver pills. I need iron and I can't tolerate beef meat at all. So I take beef liver pills. So I take my magnesium in the evening with beef liver pills. And I think the magnesium works best on with a meal or right after a meal. But yes,
I'm going to have to put this one away.
Yeah, everybody varies. Some people, the magnesium malate that I take, for some people they say it helps them sleep. Some people say it doesn't. So everybody's body is different. You have to find what works best for you. You have to find what works best and has the least unwanted side effect. Light gold.
Right, well, I have moved that now
Okay.
because that was not drying. I think it means open. I think that line through it means open. Never going to dry, not in a month of Sundays.
Okay, like semi-opaque.
A smaller plate now.
Now, a line through it means semi-transparent. People write this down because I'm only going to say this once. A box with a line through it means semi-transparent. A box with a line through it and half of it is filled in means semi-opaque.
What's the difference? Semi-opaque, semi-translucent? I mean, come on. Same thing, surely.
And it will take years to dry.
I wouldn't be surprised. Right.
Lisa, I know exactly what you mean about better quality paints, and so does Julie. I have been using craft paints like from Walmart, Apple Barrel and Plaid and like that. And that's all I ever knew. I had no education on other paints, but I've learned through P&M and from Fran the better quality paints, and I'm sure Sharon can chime in on this. And someone gifted me a beautiful set of 24 Amsterdam paints, small tube, and I've used them, and I never want to use craft paints on my gel plate again. It's just, I'm in heaven. They are
that much difference. Yeah.
There is that much difference. It's hamburger and steak. I'm telling you, it's yes. If you can, yes, Julie. Julie, I wish you could get some Amsterdam paints like now, like get them right now because you would get lost.
Right, I'm gonna have to go with this.
You're hoarding it, Sharon? Oh my gosh, you're hoarding it. You know what? I felt the same way, and then I thought, well, and I'll tell you what kicked it for me, and I don't want to depress anybody, but my sister passed away 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, nope, I'm done hoarding. Nope. Life's getting, I'll be 65 in August. I'm done hoarding. I'm going to use it.
I think that's the kind of thing that did it for me as well.
Yeah, your mom.
I mean, I lost my brother, I lost my mum.
Yep, I lost my.
It comes to a point where if you don't use it, who's going to?
If I'm going to hoard anything, I think from now on, I'm going to change my. Thank you, Sharon. I'm going to change my mind, and I'm going to start hoarding the papers that I create, the hundreds of papers that I create with that really good paint. Right, Sherry? It is. I was gifted the Amsterdams, and I love them. I just love them, and I highly recommend Amsterdam. And I'm going to get some Arteza, and I'm going to get Golden. Life is too short. It's just.
Some of the Amsterdams are really good value because they're not quite so expensive, but they're a decent paint. Some of the Amsterdams are how much? Right. And you think, maybe not.
Well, like I said, I was gifted this set of 24 small tubes, and from this I will decide the colors that I really favor, and then go from there. Purchase just that color. You know, might seem expensive, but I'm going to tell you, I'm just a hobbyist. I'm not an artist like Fran or Sharon or Mariah or Patricia and Mariah. I don't consider myself an artist. I'm just a hobby.
Well, you
Well,
should.
I know you
You
say
should. You
that,
should
and
not.
thank you
As
very
I've
much.
said for years, I have not considered myself an artist, but we shouldn't do that. It's wrong. I mean, if we make art, we're an artist. What's the matter with us? I mean, come on. The entire human race are born artists.
No.
We can all do art when we're kids. We just lose it when we get older because we've got so much else going on and they don't continue to teach art. They don't continue to encourage art. And they should. I really think they should.
Okay.
That's just me. Just what I think. I'm sorry.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Thank you. Well, you see what I do more than anybody. I'm not much of a show and tell type person. I don't know. It's just me. But I'm happy to let you be up there.
Thank you. I do sometimes force you to do a bit of showing.
Well, we tried it last week and I got a little bit of anxiety from it. So I'm good. I'm good for another year. Yeah, and we didn't
Oh,
even
dear.
show my face last week. I was just showing the papers that I made with your stencils, and it was like, okay, that's enough. Get off of me now. Okay, I like, yeah.
It's coming up. It's coming up. I think it's an extra humid day today.
To add a little, yeah, to add a little humor, Sharon. Anything you do is practice, and when we do the same thing over and over, we get better and better. Well, you know what? Go tell my husband that. You know, I gotta say, I know some people who cook every day, and I wouldn't eat a thing that they cook. They're just not good cooks.
Mhm. Yeah, we're all artists. It's just that some are better at it than
Yeah,
others
but you got to find your
and
niche, right?
enjoy it more than others. That's
Right?
all.
W- w- Cooking might not be your thing. Maybe washing walls or painting sidewalks are your thing. Well, and that's the thing. I would what
Yeah,
we were talking about earlier, right, Sharon, is I'm not good at math. And it's because I don't care. I really don't care enough. I can excel at math. I know I can because I've been tested and everything. It's just but I don't like it. I don't care to like it. My husband has an accounting brain and went to school for it. So let him get hurt his mind over it.
yeah.
But I love
Well,
words.
for me, I find that numbers just don't like living in my head.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, if you can put a number in and it seeps out again really fast.
Put a number in
I can
my
do
head,
chaos theory if somebody reminds me of the formula, but I really don't enjoy
right?
it. So,
And yet,
no.
and like Sharon said, but the thing is that all I do with computers and all the techie stuff I do and everything, and like I design crochet and everything, you have to know math. But to me,
Yeah.
it's a different math. It's a usable math. It's not a theorem or a number. What's the word? I'm losing my words. It's not a number problem. It's not 1 plus 2 equals 3. I don't like that. ONE plus
Yeah.
TWO equals THREE. That's what I like.
Does it? Okay. Fine.
Words.
Means nothing to me.
Yeah, words. I like words. I play Wordle online and I love it. And then yesterday I found numeral, which is the if you know the game, you know what I was talking about. And I started playing that and I went, nope, this ain't gonna work. I had to have Russ come over and help me. And the next thing I know, he's saving the website so he could go play it every day. Like I'm like, yeah, man, you
Yeah.
do that. You take care of our bills, you pay our bills and keep our bank account straight and do all that. And I'll just sit over here and play with words and color. Right? Colors are better. Yep. Words stick in my brain too. I can
Uh-oh.
too dry?
No, just used a finger that didn't have any paint on, and then it had some paint on.
I can remember my phone number from when I was a child.
I can remember an old car's number plate.
Oh, no way.
It's probably been scrapped by now. 542 CCE. Yeah. That's a car my parents had when I was a child, so don't know why that stuck with me.
I remember a car plate I had for many, many years that it started out AC and then there was a number which I don't remember, obviously. But I used to tell people, and I didn't order the plate that way, it just came that way. But I used to tell people, yep, I'm one of those people, I run on alternate current. Exactly, Sharon. If I'm not asked to remember it specifically and then I can stay focused on it, I won't remember it. I won't remember it at all.
Right, well, I think that is finally dry. I think what I'm going to do next is get the other plate out and put that there so I can do that while one's drying, because it's just taking too long otherwise. So we'll go on with this one, and then I'll get the other plate out. I've got 3 of those, so that should be fine. So I want to put a colour on top of here. What was I thinking?
You know,
That's copper.
I don't know, Sharon. I was a medical transcriptionist for the last, up until COVID hit me, and then I just couldn't work anymore. So up until a year and a half ago, for 16 years, I was a medical transcriptionist. So I use that side of my brain. And whenever I got a free minute, I tried to craft, but it was hard to shift gears for like a 5-minute period. But now, yeah. Now I've got Fran that kicks me into creative gear all the time. We're not on the same page with what we're doing. I'll be playing with jump rings and jewelry, and she'll be over there painting or making UFO projects.
Yeah. I've got to do another one of those.
Yeah, I hope so.
But I've got another page. We got something in. My husband got something in Amazon. From Amazon the other day, and I've just managed to snaffle the packaging, and it's going to make another page in my journal.
Oh, cool.
So I've got another one of those nice pages with the fold out bits, that inside, rather like their book ones. I'll show you in a bit. It's over there. I've just put a sheet of white onto it. So I've got something, because I want to use some tissue on it. So I'll put the white first, so it's got something to show through.
I'm terrible at names, Julie. I am so terrible at names and faces, just you have to tell me, you have to meet me a number of times before it sticks in my head who you are and what your name is. I might remember where I saw you, but for the life of me, I can't remember your name.
A little bit off there.
A UFO that I talk about with Fran is, in this case, an unidentified flying object. She created a work of art that I got to watch her all along the way and her thinking process, and it just blew my mind. It just, and it turned out.
Basically, my thinking process is usually on the lines of, oh yes, I think that will look good there, and maybe that will look good next week. Yeah, that's okay. Up we go.
I love to I could smell the smoke when your brain is cooking. I'm telling you.
Having a great day.
Uh-oh. Did you go blank?
Right, I'm going to go and sit this over the other side to see if that will pick up any more.
No.
And I'm going to get the other plate out.
Chat went blinky on Julie.
Blinky. My chat went blank.
Not yours. Not yours. Julie's. Julie says her chat went blank, and that's usually a signal strength issue.
Oh, I've gone blank now. Just let me grab it again. I suppose you haven't managed to figure out how to
Oh,
turn that
and
off.
there.
You're
I'm
doing that.
looking. I'm looking. They don't make it easy to find an answer.
No.
And the camera is older than I realized. It's yeah, it has instructions for setting up with Ustream. Yeah,
Really?
does Ustream even exist anymore?
I've no idea. I've never heard of it.
Well, it's what we used before YouTube.
I've used it. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm going to move this one out the way. Just get it out. And we'll go on with this one. It'd be a good little trick to soak it all up nicely. Just move some of these a bit further away and off each other so they're not soaking it up. Now then.
Well, and fair warning here. We've got storms.
Have you?
And,
oh.
Yeah, so if you lose me, you may lose me. Just your chat had refresh. Yeah, it happens.
I don't seem to be able to find number 3 plate. What have I done with it?
Uh-oh.
But it's all right. I've got number 2 plate here.
I would say it's over there, but Fran will tell me, quit saying that.
Yeah. I'll climb through the screen and give you a wallop.
Yep, bonk me upside the head. There you go.
Right, so I'm going to try another lot. Let's start with a light one and get rid of the light one afterwards. I wanted to use this one. This is Naples Yellow Green. I like Naples Yellow Green. It's got a nice, it's that little off-whitey sort ofness to it.
You know, the upside down view isn't horrid, you know. It's it's not. It's only because your hands are going that way that make it.
Yeah. Right. Where's the painty circles one? I want the painty circles one.
Well, at this point, given this stupid camera manual, it might be easier for you to just move your chair over to the other side of the table.
Yeah, never mind that one. It's the turning it off bit that's more important,
right,
I think.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
Good. So you would, eh? Let's soak this up with this tissue.
Okay. Are you using the AC adapter? Is it plugged into the wall?
No, it's plugged into the computer.
Okay. Well, I know how to turn it off, but
so do I. Now, lifty, lifty, wonky, wonky.
Where did Sharon go?
I'll see if I can find the other
I
one.
don't know. Where did Sharon go? Well, she might just be quiet because I know she had things to do today. Yeah, Julie says, with what you're doing today, being upside down. There she is.
There we go. There's the other thing. Has that got one in it?
Yep, hands busy. Yeah, you can't do talk to text with YouTube chat, can you, Sharon?
Pull that one up. Now, while I'm sitting waiting for this to dry, I just wanted to show you this. This is the trailer I'm talking about from Amazon, and it has these bits here, which I really like because it's like a ready-made display for something. You know, I put swatch in there like that.
Oh yeah, cool.
Or do I? No, I put it there. Put the swatches there, and I put a nice pattern on these two bits. I put the swatches there like that, and then I cover
Hi,
it with
Mariah.
stuff, and you've got a place to open it up from. So what I've done with this earlier today
That's okay,
is
dear.
I put this on. It didn't have colour on. Where did colour come from? Must have the wet of it must have soaked it off my surface over there, but no matter because I'm going to be putting things on top anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just to give me a nice flat surface without torn bits of, you know, when you take the labels off, sometimes it leaves a tear and you've got the corrugation there. So I wanted to protect it with that as well. So that's that.
So how many more of those
So
did you get?
Well, I've got two more now.
Okay.
But I can do other types of. Here we go. This one's ready. Other types of pages. They don't all have to be that sort. Otherwise, I'd be waiting here for years to get all the stuff from Amazon.
Yeah.
Not the best idea, is it? So there we go. Let's have a look at this one. This one is now coming up. Not too bad. You can just see the circles. I'm not absolutely happy with that one. So I don't think that test has worked all that well. I think the wider ones are going to be better. These ones,
Yeah.
these circles. So you always have to test run these things to see what they're going to be like. But I can go back to the design and widen the lines, you see, to make them bigger.
Hi, Patricia.
Patricia and Mariah. Oh, hello. Hello, Mariah. Hello, Patricia. Whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually Mariah, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but they're both here today.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
right.
appreciate it.
Lovely. Oh, yes, there she is. Hello, Patricia. Oh, Patricia. What does a square with a line through it, and why isn't it the same as a square with half of it filled? Weird.
And
You said one was opaque and the other one was half opaque and one was half translucent. Isn't that the same thing?
yeah, I looked it
That's
up,
what I want to
and
know.
these are the Amsterdam paints, and they have, yep, but the box has a line through it on one and a line with half of it filled in on the other. And I looked them up. So one says it's semi-transparent, and the one that's half full is semi-opaque. And Fran's question is, isn't that one and the same?
I mean, isn't semi-transparent the same as semi-opaque? Because if it isn't, why is the line or the divider in the middle of the square? Why isn't it to one side or the other? I'm just asking.
I looked it up, but it's still confusing. Like, it's the same difference, isn't it? So
Sounds like it ought to be the same. This, I'm quite pleased with this one. This one is working out rather well. I'm going to put this one this side up now. I should have cut myself more than one of them. I didn't. I didn't know it was going to be that successful. Right. So this list I've got. I think that's dry enough to do that. Yes.
Yep. Patricia says Fran is right.
The other thing. That's weird. Why can't they just be consistent? Let me do this.
Okay, so they have a chart of 4 indicators.
That's not too bad. That's worked quite well. I like that. Now, if I could do that with a nice dark red
Oh, I like that.
and a gold, that would be what I would be looking for.
That's nice. I like that.
Okay. So I can take this up. This stencil is getting gooey. I say, design team, can I have 3 more of those stencils, please? I don't have that luxury,
So,
unfortunately. I haven't got a pad to come in and say, here you are.
so yeah, it's a good thing you don't live over here, huh? You'd be on their doorstep.
It's not even murdering.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and Julie, in response to why can't they be consistent, she says because they want to do our heads in. But
Yeah.
Mariah's input is the semi-transparent and the semi-opaque are different.
Right.
Okay, so they differentiate the boxes because of that. The semi-transparent is more transparent than semi-opaque.
That would make sense then. Okay. So this one is more transparent than this one is. Okay.
So while the line goes through half the box at an angle, it doesn't necessarily mean it's half and half in transparency or opaqueness. Does that make sense?
That's not ready.
I think you look at the box and you see the line going through half of it, your mind automatically thinks it's half, semi being half.
Exactly.
But
yes. That's exactly my point.
But I think what Mariah is saying is they aren't necessarily equally half and half. Does that make sense? I hope I'm close to explaining that correctly. She says, you got it, Violet. I love it when I get it. It's words, not numbers. It was half, HALF, not 50%. I did good. We don't like numbers. Not well, to me, if your brain automatically sees the word semi, you're seeing half. And it isn't always the case. So you have to keep your mind open to that. And the type, it also depends on the type of paint. So that legend, that indicator may not be the same for golden paints. They may have, just do a swatch and tape it on the tube.
Mariah, do you know anything about Panasonic camcorders and how to stop them from going on to power economy mode, turning the screen off?
Oh, I know how to do it, Fran. I just don't know if you want to stop and do it right now.
Okay. Well, I've got to wait for this to dry and this to dry. No, I've got to put something on that one.
So go to setup in your menu and then look for economy bat in
yeah, I don't know how to find the menu. That's my problem.
Oh well, then let me see. Then I have to go back
to an icon that shows the
that's
menu.
That's all right. Functions and main part. Let's see.
remove this one. So it goes over there. There we are. It's gone off again.
Yep, just hold the phone.
Back in again. Ooh, I'm back. What shall I do with this one? That feels dry.
Da, 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 da.
So what shall I do with that one? I've got violet oxide, but it's a little on the dark side. I've got entrancing violet. I quite like. Maybe I'll do. I was going to do another gold on that. Yeah, I think I'll do another gold. That's plenty. I put too much on, didn't I? Yes, I put too much on. Yes. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Don't put too much on.
Yes, Igor is. We're working on it. It's just so frustrating for her. You know what? I haven't typed any comments in, Julie. If I have, they're way up at the top. I just basically said hello, and that was it. I've just been talking, not typing. I think I put a link in for the magnesium that I take every day. But yep, Mariah says you're stuck with me.
There we go.
You just have to hold on until I.
I do like the wet strength tissue. I want to do a red one with gold. Particularly want a red one with gold. I've got to pick a nice red. Mine are too translucent because I put all the whatchamacallits with it. Matte medium and so forth. So I want one that isn't like that. Where's my reds? Where's my bucket of reds? Leave that for a second. Find a bucket of reds.
I'm not saying. I've been
I know exactly where it is. Here. I've got it. Just wasn't going around and picking it up.
Oh, you didn't know who I was?
Bucket of reds!
Julie, did you just figure out who I was? Oh,
Just figured out it was Violet.
yeah, I'm Igor.
Sorry. This is Violet.
Yeah, I guess Fran forgot to
Friend,
introduce
Violet Igor. I didn't. I introduced you at the beginning.
Yeah, I know. Well, she came in a little after, so
Yeah, well,
there you go. And my name tag slipped off, so sorry about that.
Natural red deep. That's the one I want.
Patricia, I take magnesium malate every day also. I don't use a topical spray, but I tell you what I do that makes me it doesn't say who. Well, that's because I'm off screen. If she had me on screen, that you would see my Violet Igor. I'm off screen.
I'm leaving this one. Say
Gonna leave
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to bung it over there.
Here's a little tip. I have a problem with deodorants and the stuff that they put in them, and I have friends and family who have suffered from breast cancer. I have found a deodorant that works for me, and that is milk of magnesia.
Milk of magnesia?
Milk of magnesia.
What? You hang it under your
Yep.
arms?
I
Good
know.
Lord.
I know.
I always used to take it to settle your
I
tummy
know. It's
internally.
magnesium. It's magnesium,
Oh boy.
and yes, and I get the one from the Dollar Tree. No, I put it in my armpits. Well, you can ingest it too, but beware. It's a laxative. Um, it's I get the one from Dollar General, I think it is. I can't find it at the Dollar Tree. And it has nothing in it but maybe water. That's it. No additives, absolutely nothing but water. And I actually, because the water, the cream will settle to the bottom and the water will sit at the top, I will actually pour off a lot of the water, and I brush my teeth with it, and I use it as a deodorant, and yeah, magnesium.
Wow.
Yep, it
There we go.
works. I don't know what to tell you. It works. Yeah, and it's safe.
I've got to use a bigger sheet of paper for this one. I've got to put it there.
I'll tell you what's really interesting is I don't like taking drugs or chemicals, not even aspirin, and I don't like chemicals in the products that I use that I think could go through my skin or my pores, whatever. So I'm very careful about that. But I love potato chips and junk food. I'm a bad person. I don't eat a lot of it.
Doesn't say who runs out. That's because she's not on screen. I can solve that instantly. I can do that. Look, look, I can
No,
do
I
that.
don't
There
want.
you go. Father, I got.
No,
But she
no,
doesn't like
no,
it.
I, I'm
There
just
you go.
doing some, yeah, I'm just doing some embroidery on a plastic tablecloth.
You're off with your safe.
Yeah, we're done. That was it. That's all you get.
I
That's
got
all you
big crease
get.
in this now.
Yep, that's all you get to see of me. Nope. I'm elusive. I'm like, isn't there I'm like Loch Ness
I
or
gotta leave this one. I'm sorry. I
right?
gotta leave this one.
And
This
I have very
not that.
dry skin in the winter. It's worse. And I put lotion on and I started reading what's in the lotion and going, I've got to find, you know what? In the old days, they didn't have hand lotions with all these
Yeah,
synthetic chemicals. What
I
did
used
they
to make
put?
it.
Yeah, lard, lard.
No, I didn't make mine out of lard, but yeah, I used to make hand lotion. Can't remember what I made it out of. Chamomile, I think.
Animal fat.
Well, I'm gonna bring this one round. Swap it with this one.
Hi, Brad. Brad is here.
Hi, Brad. Standing on me prints.
Oh, I
What I
have to
really
tell
need is one of those wraps.
you, when I was watching Sunday, I believe it was Sunday, because Russ sits here with me in the Sunday mornings and he hears the group that while I'm watching you guys. And I had made mention, wouldn't it be cool if Brad made emojis for some of us? Just don't pay attention to me all the time, Brad. I come up with weird ideas. But anyway, Russ goes, "Yep." And I said, "Fran would be a steampunk top hat." He goes, "Yep, made of copper."
No, black, but with copper accoutrements like the goggles on that.
Well,
On
it made me laugh because I'm like, "Does he know you or what?"
this. Close. Now, it did not come off completely. Yeah. So, I'm going to go over it with this one.
The goggles, yes,
I'm going
goggles,
to do it.
yes. Go back and find. I think it goes back about 5 or 6 years. Fran did a video, and it's called her intro or something is the title.
Channel intro, yeah.
And you see her in her top hat, and you see her wall of art, and she doesn't have that room set up that way anymore, but her wall of art stuff that she's done, and her top hat with the goggles, and she at the end she gives Rufus a little treat. Yeah, you have to see that. It's a wonderful introduction to who Fran is. She's precious. Keep my sister.
Yeah.
Lotions made from ores is really good. Oats. I'm thinking you mean oats. Yeah, I wanted to, so I was going to try, well, I'll just do olive oil as a lotion on my hands because I know it works. But then I'm looking at olive oil, and it's like the olive oil we buy in the States isn't necessarily true olive oil. It's, again, they've played with it, so you don't always know what you're getting unless you buy the high quality olive oil. And if I do that, I'm going to eat it, not wear it. Your colors today are kind of on the dark side. What do you?
Yeah, they are a bit. I mean, but that one wasn't.
No.
Nothing happened. Okay, maybe I'll use that one. Ooh, it's stuck to that piece. Uh-oh.
There you go.
Kind of pick these up.
Well, Sharon, if you get almond oil, is good base for making something for your skin. Well, now I did used to keep a jar of almond oil on my counter because I could brush my teeth with it and moisturize my skin, and I don't know why I got away from it. I think I switched over to the magnesium, to the milk of magnesium, and just went with that. Sharon, if you get any Tyvek, if by chance you do, I'd love to see what you come up with it.
I must get around to using some of the scraps. I haven't used the scraps, and I ought to.
Of the Tyvek?
Yeah, that's fun. That is. Ooh.
You do. Cool.
Right, let's see if we've got enough of that up.
Very cool. Sharon, have you ever heard of Susan Weed? Let's see if I can spell your name correctly.
Did you say Susan Wheat?
Weed, as in
Jimson weed.
Yeah. Judy P's here. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy. Susan weed. I see.
Yeah, it's Susan, but spelled different. Yeah, Google her, Sharon. Go ahead and Google her. I've been following her for years. Learning more than I've been doing, but
Not sure about that.
what do you think? What do you think? Well, there's some gooey stuff on the grungy stuff on the plate.
Yeah. What am I going to do with that? It's almost dry. So I'm going to have to put something on top.
You need to blow it out with some teal or well, I don't know what you're focused on for today.
That one?
Ooh, that's a
iridescent blue-green.
We do like that one, don't we?
With it.
We had great pulls with that a few weeks ago. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Do, 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 do.
Oh, I've gone
I
again.
know. I was watching for it. If
There we
there's
go.
like no real activity on the screen for a little bit, and it
It's not that. It's timing. I think it only lasts for a certain amount of time. I've got to reset it. It didn't used to do this before it went to be repaired. So
and one of the things is if it's plugged into the computer like that, but
it was plugged in just like this before as well. So it's not that.
no, well, that's what the book says. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to deal with this after the show, though.
Yeah. It won't happen again, guys. Guys and gals, it will not happen again.
It is not intermission time. It's just it needs to take a new breath. That's all.
When it happens again, you should start humming an intermission
Really? Really? Have you
tune
heard
while
me
I.
hum?
You'll have to make it up though. We don't want any problems.
You want me? What? Wait a second. What? Now you want me to be the intermission entertainment too? Holy cow, smokes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My goodness, I wear all these hats.
That
I'll
would
tell
be
you
fun.
what.
Come on, wearing all these different hats.
Next
Yeah.
time you yeah. Next time you go dark,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to go over there and I'm going to do my tap
Really?
dance routine. Okay? So y'all pay attention now.
Right, I'm going to leave this one. All I'm going to do is I'm going to have a go at doing some. I'll get some papers and we'll have a go at doing this. So we've got some things to wait for, and then we'll pull those last 3 plates.
Judy says, beautiful nails, Fran. I always tell her that. She has such nice nails. Okay.
Now then, have a look and see what wonderful colours we've got. I should have a load of reds. I want some reds. Reds. What's in that drawer? This is my big, what's it, chest? That's a nice one. It's not exactly a print, but it's nice.
Get back over here before we go dark again.
Oh, it won't go dark for a while now because it's just done it, hasn't it? Some of those. And that one. What's that one? Oh, it's the yellow. Look at that one then. I've got some here. I'm going to do something with those. Now, I've got some of this Fabri-Tac, which I think will be better than using PVA.
Cool.
PVA is very wet, and you can see there's still some little traces of lines on here.
Mm-hmm. P says she's
From the
here
wet.
listening. She's making notes for tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
Right. What things? What not to do?
Oh, that's what I meant to ask Mariah. You guys come on at 3, and I usually get to see the opening, and then I have to go off and make dinner. Mariah, on Thursdays when you are on now, is that still a private Thursday Thoughts, or is that open?
I think it's open
Yeah,
now,
I
isn't it?
thought so, but I have to ask.
I hope it doesn't mean they have to be more PC.
Good.
Because I don't think that's good.
We have it opened up. I thought so. Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to drop the link in here? You or Brad want to drop your link in here?
That was something I wanted to ask Mariah. She asked if we could put a link to the stream in the chat for the last P&M one, and I couldn't because I hadn't started it yet. I hadn't created it. Well, I don't create it until about half an hour before we go live.
Yeah.
Because we do it via StreamYard, and we sit and talk for half an hour and sort things out if we can, which we couldn't do all of them this time. Before we go on. So I don't know if you can do that with StreamYard and start it up, because I go via StreamYard to send the broadcast direct to my YouTube channel. So I don't know if that would be possible that way. I don't know if you do it a different way to be able to schedule it. I know you can schedule, but how?
I'm not yeah, you can be cuss buckets and not hurt my feelings. Hi, Darcy.
Yeah, I'd hate to think you couldn't do what you used to do when it was private, because it was much more fun then.
Yeah, well, I understand though. So they don't use StreamYard, they use Streamlabs OBS.
Oh, OBS, right.
It
I've got
does
OBS
happen
Studio,
sometimes, Brad, and it's not a uh oh my
but
God,
I
I
don't really
gotta
know it very
leave
well.
here thing. It's like, okay, grow up and move on. Big girl panties.
How do you do that, Sharon?
No, my Mariah said she does that.
That's what Texas
Oh,
Gem Keeper
Sharon
said
said,
as
I
well.
see. I see. Well, you know what? Sharon and I will talk behind the scenes and when we both have time and um I'll find out and then walk you through it.
Okay.
Streamlabs desktop is what Mariah has.
Oh,
Yep. We'll be doing that. Hey,
Streamlabs
Sharon,
desktop.
we now have a conversation topic.
So I'm going to chop that, because then I can see more what I've got.
I love these prints. I just love these prints.
You can always go over it with Posca markers or something if you want to, if you don't want the
Right?
white.
Yeah, you never know. Right, Mariah? Well, and yeah, cool. And Sharon, I say the same thing. If I can figure it out, anybody can. But then I think about math, and it's like, well, I can figure out math. I don't want to. So maybe if not everybody can figure it out, it's because they don't really want to.
Yep, because it makes their brain hurt. Certainly it seems to make my brain hurt. I'm going to leave that for now. I like that one. Quite like that one. I like that one. It's on black tissue, that one. And that one's lovely. Isn't that lovely? That's using the Sydney
Well,
Z.
you're in. There's a lag, remember? So you're when you on YouTube when you say I like that one, we're looking at the one before.
Uh-huh.
But I'm telling you,
Sorry.
I love them all. I was there when you made them, so I already know.
This one. Let me put it there. That's the one I definitely want to use some more. I like it. So I'm just snipping the white edges off this one.
Exactly. That's why we all can help each other. Exactly. There's
Make sure it smoke. Yeah.
plenty of room on the planet for everybody. Just be nice.
I just want to chop off this last little bit of this one.
You know, the one you have underneath what you're cutting, that is stunning.
That's the one I like best. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Like it. Like it. Of course, I quite like this one as well, which is really almost the reverse of that, or another. Yeah, because it's got the. Yeah. In fact, it's possible one's the ghost of the other. That's what it looks like. So it looks like that was the pull and that was the ghost and picked up all the extra bits.
yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, exactly. They're still both beautiful.
So if I want to use some of these,
Well, Julie, I seem to be the person to go to for answers today, so hold that thought and I'll go Google it and find out why your foot gets so sore. Right, Mariah? It's beautiful, isn't it? Mariah says we need to put that pinwheel Zia in the shop. It's just,
It's lovely.
yeah,
I do like it.
it plays out
And I'm
really.
thinking,
I'm just funning with you, Julie. I'm not making fun of your pain. You're you need to push it forward towards your bearing a little bit so we can see more, because you're really making something really cool there. I want to see more.
sorry, I'll move these out the way a bit more. I was thinking that one, you see.
Thank you.
I don't know whether I'm going to do it that way or that way.
There you go.
Possibly that way.
There you go.
Because then I've got the edge. It doesn't matter so much about the edge.
Yeah.
And I'm just tearing this bit.
Yep.
So I can get some more of the Sydney Z whirligig.
Oh, is that no? That was the whirligig was an actual. The Sydney Z whirligig was an actual stencil. What did I miss? You did that off away from me. You got to quit doing stuff without me.
I did not do it away from you. I showed you it.
Did you?
Didn't I?
Must have been a
I
late
can't
night.
remember. I can't remember. Sorry.
Must have been a late night session we
It
had.
might have been. It might have been when you were busy. Remember? A couple of weeks ago? And you had a lot of family stuff going on. So
it could.
I think I might have just carried on and done stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't do that anymore. And I
don't
know
wanna use
without
all of that.
asking that you didn't have any fun without me, so we'll just keep that in mind.
Not as much. No, I wouldn't say none, but certainly not as much. That's better. That's what I want. That. And I need to snip that.
And
Scissors.
a payday list.
Payday list. Yeah.
Oh, Brad got on to Patricia last night about a shirt she made without filming it.
Ooh, naughty.
You know what, Brad? You're cool, dude, but don't be messing with P now, because there's enough of us here. We might attack you. It was one shirt. It's okay now.
Now I want to. No, I don't want to stick it down yet. I want to decide what I'm going to do. I put the white on for a reason. And that reason is so that I've got to. I don't need to have the white there because I can put that there. That. Yeah, I've just dropped a load of paints. Doesn't matter.
We love our P.
I'm going to put that there. Right. Fabri-Tac.
Fabri-Tac. Okay, now here's something I'm learning, and I forget to pay attention when I'm tearing papers, colored papers, painting papers. If you tear one way, the white comes through.
Yeah.
And if you tear the other way, it depends on which sheet you want to use, which side you want to use.
Tear upwards on the piece you want.
Right. Hey, we got your back, Patricia. Right, exactly. I watched you. She did. And sometimes that white showing is not a problem. You don't mind the highlight. But if it's not,
but if you don't want it, tear the piece you want towards you. That can be awkward sometimes.
Yeah, I always forget
when the direction you're tearing is harder. And it's harder when you've got long nails as well. Pick up a piece of paper.
Right. Sharon, do you need to, did I miss something about the tap dancing, or do you need to check or do a refresh and get caught up? Mariah says she loves the deckled part and then uses paints to color it. Well, yeah.
Oh, that, yeah. I mean, I'd use something like, I've got
good idea, Julie.
distress ink pads. I would use something like that to colour that edge if I was going to use that.
Yeah. And Julie says Nouveau mousse and rub over the white to make a pretty edge.
Yep, you can do that too. Or you can use, there we go, I've gone again. Or you can use wax, Gilda's wax.
Okay, hold the phone. You went dark. I gotta go tap dance. Listen close.
Tap dance. Okay.
Okay, that's it. That's all.
Oh,
That's all I can do. That's
what are
exhausting.
you doing?
I was tap dancing.
Oh, we could hear.
I know.
Why?
Oh, it's exhausting. Oh my gosh.
I bet you did.
Hi, Ian. Not to get too personal, but you should not tap dance without a bra on. Sorry. Sorry, Brad. Just,
She said, Violet said she should not tap dance without a bra on.
You didn't have to tell Ian either.
Well.
TMI.
Be careful not to knock your
Yeah, Ian knows.
So this is my reds page. And I want to use other colours as well. So we'll put that aside for now and that aside. We've
Moving
done
on,
those two.
moving on.
Moving on. So what else have I got there? There's another one of Sydney Z. I do like the Sydney Z.
Well, I said I was going to do that. So, Judy, I want to ask Judy. She says she's into pastels right now, but it may be short-lived. I'm a rookie for sure and a smeary lefty. Pastels on what? Pastels and what kind of pastels? Paint pastels, oil pastels, chalk pastels, and on what?
Say hello to everybody in the stream. Oh, he's gone. He's taken my cup away. He's crept in and taken my cup away. What did you do that for?
Ooh.
I'm not keen on these scissors. They've a McAllister, but they've got a funny bit.
Pencil.
Where if you're cutting and you cut on this bit, it doesn't cut. It only cuts on that tiny bit there.
Yeah.
So it can go wonky and crush your paper.
They look curved. They don't look paper cutters.
Oh, they are. I'm just not wildly keen on them at all.
Pastel pencils and pastel matte paper and drawing paper. Interesting. Oh, don't get me started on a new. I have to go. Yeah. Hey, Judy. If you're not busy and your hands are free, drop oh, you can't, can you? Well, never mind. I'll do it. See, I can do it. Here we go. Here's Judy's. Here's the link to Judy's. Everybody go check out Judy. She's got stuff.
I think I might put that in the center like that.
Oh, nice.
Like that center, so that we've got that right in the middle like that.
There you go. Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I should be covering up some of it, but that's what I'm going to do.
You're welcome. Well, Judy, if you're squirrely, you're in the right place. We're all a little mad here.
Squirreling?
Squirrely.
In fact, we have squirrels on the feeder today. And a magpie.
Yes.
And a male and female chaffinch, or both. I think that poor little fluffy one didn't survive. I've not seen it since. I'm afraid it probably didn't survive. But there we go. What happens? There we go. That's going to go there like that.
Where's oh, I've got to
So
find.
I'm going to put more over the top. Going to use some of this and some of that. I think definitely some of that.
There we go. Well,
I might put some down there. I'm doing these in rather larger pieces than I did the last one.
Okay. And then we have, just so everyone knows, I'm going to post, I'm going to put in Mariah and Patricia's PM Arter Studio link. If anybody needs it, put that up in there. Look at that color. Ooh. Oh, I almost hate to see you tear it up.
Tough. Too late now. I can always do another.
Judy, I agree. It's blowing up this way too. It's getting really dark outside, and we've got severe thunderstorm warnings out. But I don't think. Give it time. It'll come back in a year, Sharon. I don't think we're to get as horrid in my area as horrid storms as have been going on up north and definitely south. I think we're
I've got an awful lot of the Sydney Z pinwheel, haven't I?
a little bit.
Everywhere. I like this one. I do like that one. I like that. It was deliberately done so I could tear out circles.
Lay that one, bring that one back and lay it down flat. I want a good look at it because, yes, you did all that when I was away. Oh, that one's nice too. The Sydney Z, not the circles, the Sydney Z.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, the other one.
That one?
Hold on. There's a lag. Yeah.
Well, that one's actually now stuck down. So
Isn't that purty? Isn't that just purty?
worked quite well, didn't it? That one.
Yeah.
I want that one.
Yep, you did all that without me.
And that one. Got quite a lot of Sydney Z. This is turning into a Sydney Z project by the look of it. Oh, and I do like that one.
Oh, Judy. Oh, I love storms too, but not tornado warnings.
Oh, I might go for a bit of silver.
Be safe, Judy.
Because you can use red and silver as well, can't you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I might.
Getting your Z on, yeah. And then Judy says, Fran is making me want to cut up my stencils. Well, right? Didn't she just kind of went at it and recreated?
Don't know, on the table down there.
I mean, these are just, if you had watched the previous videos, which I missed this one, but where she made these, I don't know that it got filmed. But
I can't actually remember. Might have done.
Franken stenciling, Mariah calls it. Yeah, Franken. Creating the papers with the stencils was just, we had fun. We had great fun. But now to see her apply them, to actually use them somewhere, this is cool. You're really collaging. Is that the word I like? You're collaging.
Yep, that's collaging.
So all that time
making
the papers and you were choosing colors and I would suggest another color and you would go, no, I'm making this for this. You knew ahead of time
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to know what you're doing. Doesn't always
Well,
work.
dang it, that's my problem.
Some bits don't always stick down, but I really had to put the glue on the board, not on the tissue, because I was afraid of tearing the tissue doing it the other way.
Brad
I didn't want
says,
to prove it.
I want you to, I want to read this, what Brad said. He says, I like it when you make it your own. Good work. That's the goal.
No,
It,
I do my
wasn't
best.
that part of the conversation Sunday or Tuesday, or I don't remember, I'm lost, but about imitation.
Think this is a sincerest form of flattery?
Yeah, but it's to find your own vision.
Yeah.
You know, the products Brad and Mariah and Patricia come up with are beautiful. Obviously, they're right there in front of us. But turn them into your own vision. Don't you don't have to do exactly what Patricia does. Well, you obviously, Fran, don't. You deviate.
I deviate. I'm good
All
at
the
being a
time.
deviant.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a deviant.
right. They're tools. They're just a suggestion. Kind of like a red light. It's just a suggestion.
I don't think a red light's supposed to be a suggestion.
No, it's a joke.
Mm.
It it's from the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. You had to be there.
Is it? I haven't seen that, no.
Now see, that's Julie. I think that's how I am. I just have so much fun making the painting papers that I don't get a project in mind for where I'm going with them.
Yeah,
But
I've done that.
yeah, it happens. But keep going at it, and maybe one day it'll click. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing with Fran is she doesn't do just painting papers. She definitely is a mixed media artist where she creates like this
Or spaceships.
or, or spaceships, which I love.
I must
UFO.
finish my bloke. I must finish creating him because he's still got a very funny sunken cheek effect. And by funny, I mean peculiar.
And I'll tell you guys something. Because Fran's at home. Fran can't work with her disability. I've only recently, in the last year or so, been retired from my job, and my job was a work at home job. That so my office was right here where I'm sitting in the living room, and so it's kind of hard to shift gears from work, housework, homework, cooking, and then go into craft mode. Um, so I didn't have a lot of time to daydream. And I have learned recently that daydreaming is a wonderful way to get new ideas.
Oh
Just
yeah.
go off. I think Sharon knows more about this or caught on to this before I did. Just go off with a cup of coffee and listen to the birds and daydream.
Just
Or,
sitting. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
doing
see,
just
you,
drinking
I
a
know
cup of
you,
coffee.
yep, a cup of tea, whatever.
Yeah.
Something soothing and calming, and just, whatever space makes you feel relaxed and feel good. Yeah. And if you can't do that, another trick I've learned is stay in bed an extra 15 to 20 minutes and just daydream. Just You're not sleeping, you're just daydreaming with ideas, and it'll treat yourself kind, right? Exactly,
With
Julie.
me, if I tried that, I'm sure I'd fall back asleep again.
Not a bad thing. Up to you.
Depends on what time of day it is when you do it.
But I know what Julie's saying. When she was little, she would daydream all the time and she got in trouble for it. So did I, Julie. And I was an avid reader. I'm still an avid reader, but sometimes you could pick up a book and pretend like you're reading it, but don't be. Just go daydream. See? But you look like you're doing something. You got a book in front of your face. So it was a cheater way. But yeah, just give yourself 15 minutes. Start out with 15 minutes a day in bed. Stay in bed a little time extra if you don't have a job to go to or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, It's not something I could do while I was working. I just that 15 minutes was too costly to me. I just didn't have it. So it was a struggle. But now that I'm retired, it's like, wow, who knew? Be a kid again. Go think like a kid again. Let your mind just go wherever it goes. And it's if you could just spend
gone again.
few crafty evenings with Fran, and the way her mind just, it's fun.
Sorry.
I'm not tap dancing. I don't care what anybody says. I ain't getting paid for it. I ain't doing it.
Lift, isn't it?
That was okay. That was short.
Lucky. Very lucky. I prefer that to that one. I have some those ones. That's what I was thinking of. This feels really heavy, Must be a lot of paint on this one.
And I tend to look at art at from different age levels. So I love looking at children's artwork. I have some on my refrigerator from a friend has young children, and they send me artwork that goes on my refrigerator. Right, Mariah, it does. It's just not the moment to be fixing it. We'll fix it afterwards.
It is a power saving mode. It is. But I don't know how to get to the menu, and my screen is upside down, and I don't know how to change that.
Right. We'll get there.
So it's just easier to do it when we're not actually live.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know I can just press the power button and turn it on. So it's not too terrible.
And I agree, Sharon. Music. Find the music that makes you feel good. Find the music that makes you feel good or makes you rock it, whatever. I'm a oldies person. I love oldies, and by oldies I mean 50s and 60s, and I'll even listen to 30s and 40s. But whatever you're into, I'm not a new age person. Exactly. Ooh, tell us about the Viking stuff. Mariah says, Sharon, tell them about the Viking stuff. Right, Judy? It's free form. It's just, to me, it's just free form. It's just a child, their head isn't filled with bills and paying the bills and going to work and washing the floors and doing the dishes and cooking the meals. It's beautiful. I love children's artwork.
I'm removing this lot and see if I've got some more. See if I've enjoyed tearing that thing up. Oh yes, I've got that. Look at that.
That circle. I'm looking at that circle on your screen, and it actually looks like it's an index finger and a thumb holding a disc. Does anybody else see that? You can actually see the thumbnail. Weird.
I've got a Zentangle kitty here.
Ta-ta humor.
Oh, look at Zentangle kitty. I might use a bit of Zentangle kitty. And I've got a bit of a brayer off as well. So I've got that one. And there's a little bit there I can use.
Right, you're right. You see it, Judy? See that gold disc? It looks like there's an index, a hand in a C arc. The letter C, backwards C. Anyway, she covered it up because she was.
I'm sorry.
She wasn't paying attention to me. That's okay.
A letter C? C arc?
You can't see it. You're upside down.
Yeah, I'm upside down.
So you can't see it. You can't visually see what I'm talking about.
No. And there's that one, with the
Viking music.
Nautiluses. Nautili. Use a bit of that. Unzentangled Kitty. Oh, you're way up. There we go. Zentangled Kitty.
Zentangled Kitty, one of my favorites. There.
I can use kitties anyway.
I love that one. Yep, Fran created that one, Judy. Very cool. Judy says, I always sing when I craft. I even made up stuff. Well, sure. That's how it should be.
I usually sing the I sort of whistle under my teeth the tunes to various films I've ever seen, and I've no idea what I'm doing until I stop and go, what was that from?
and at the moment, you guys don't know, but around here I'll bust out into song, and Russ will do the same because it's contagious, but he makes up his own words. He says they're not made up. He says they're the actual words of the song, and they got the song wrong, but
Interesting viewpoint. Oops.
The one that comes to mind right now is a it's fairly old, and it's a Roger Miller song, and I grew up with different musics in my life, but it's a Roger Miller song, who is country, and it's called You Can't Roller, well, I don't know what the name of it is, but it's You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd.
Well, you could, but it might be a bit dangerous.
Well, I was going to finish it, and I got to reading Mariah's message, and I'm thinking, before I sing, she might want to turn her volume off. So anyway, it's You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. But you can be happy if you've a mind to. All you got to do is put your mind to it. Knuckle down, buckle down. Do it, do it, do it. See, that was it. Yeah, okay. Just don't applaud, just throw money.
Well, my whistling is usually under my breath, so you can't really hear it.
Well, Russ is like that, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? He says, I'm whistling. I'm like, no, that's not whistling. See, there's the hand holding the. Okay. I thought it was already glued down. Thank you very much. I do lives, midnight, Thursday midnight. I do live shows. Right? Yeah. We're in the car, and he'll start whispering, and I'm like, nope, we're too close. We're sitting way too close, and I can't get away. Gotta turn the room on. No, love you, honey, but you should keep your lips together. Very cool, Sharon. You've experienced life. Good for you.
Not sure. Not sure about that.
Put that down again. I was just looking at it the way you had it, just like that.
Yeah. Not like that, but it's leaving a gap, you see, so I can't.
Yeah, it kind of gets lost in there, doesn't it?
It might look quite nice there, though. Even.
Yeah, I like better down at the bottom. It doesn't. Yeah. It blows away the others.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My little closure thingy has got a hole in it.
Uh-oh.
Got split. Uh, it's splitting. Oh, not fair.
Yeah, my dad um, played guitar, and Saturday nights or Friday nights or whatever it would be like have a bunch of his buddies over in the kitchen drinking beer, playing guitar. So I grew up with Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash, and because they played country. And then my sister got into her teens, and she was into classic rock, 50s and 60s classic rock. I remember the first time I saw the Beatles on TV on the Ed Sullivan Show. So I got that exposure. And then there's a hole in her bucket. Well, it's a form of art, isn't it? I mean, yeah, playing guitar, playing music. I played the keyboard not well, but I stuck my fingers up there.
I could play congratulations on the trumpet. Don't say that anybody actually liked me doing that, but
So it's a form of art. So and create being creative, I think. It uses what Sharon was talking about earlier about using the other side of your brain.
Mhm.
I disagree, Mariah. You have a rhythm you haven't tapped into yet. You have a rhythm. You just got to listen. I disagree. Music takes different forms. Judy says she can play Mary Had a Little Lamb on a recorder.
See, we could almost be a
Okay,
band, all
Mariah's
of
got
us.
to go. Thank you, dear. I'm so glad you
All
were
right,
here.
Laura. Bye.
Sharon says she sings. I say that too, but my husband disagrees.
Well, I have sung. I was in a choir once and did a solo, so it's
Oh,
possible. I
wow.
probably can't do it anymore.
I think I tried to sing in the shower once and I heard myself and I went, "Oh, nope, 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 that's not going to happen. Not going to do that anymore."
Seem to have a lot of paint on my nails, and they're not the kind of paint I want there. What else we got?
Do you have another piece with some black on it? Like
Yeah.
that might balance that. And I know you're going to fold it, so they're not going to be. She has what? You don't work, Brad? Look at you. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, never mind, Brad. I get it. She has a job call. I get it. Okay. Yeah. Well, Sharon, I have to say, I watch Lizzie. I love watching Lizzie Brewer, and she'll break out in song, and she actually has her partner sing with her. So might not be a bad thing if you sang to us during one of your streams. Now, I don't mean that you need to put on a show, but as you're crafting, go ahead and let loose. What do you?
I tell you something I do wish. I wish Brad wouldn't whisper. I wish he'd come in and just say things. I never know what his voice is like because it's always like this. I can't hear him.
Do you hear that, Brad? You come in and you straighten the stencils for Patricia, and
Turn
Fran
it
says
round
she
so
doesn't want you to whisper anymore.
the antenna's right. Oh,
Come in and join the
just say it. Just say it.
oh, well, then I've missed it, Sharon. Yeah, Brad, come in and join the group, the team. You're part of the team. You're in, dude. You're in.
Yeah.
You could speak up now. What? That's how? No way. He says, what? That's how I talk. No. No. No,
Be
no,
mysterious. Yeah.
no, no. See, I'm only 5 feet tall. My legs are too short for anybody to pull them. So, yeah, I know. Oh, and Patricia said Brad sings beautifully.
Oh, there we go again.
So we need Brad to come on here and sing when you go black.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're gonna cut up the kitty.
I want the other scissors. Those scissors are not great for tissue. I think they must be somewhere over here. Oh, there they are. So I've got 3 plates to pull before I finish. So give me a bit of warning, and I'll stop doing this, and we'll pull the plates.
Well, just about everybody in here is from PM Artist Studio, or we know go to PM Artist Studio. So there's quite a few of us here now that know that Brad sings beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Julie. Julie has to go to work. Bye, Julie.
Oh,
Thank you
bye,
for joining
Julie.
us.
Have a
So
good
glad
day.
you're here.
Zentangle Kitty. Probably not going to get all of Zentangle Kitty in.
It's, but you know what, Izzy's been on, and we've gotten through it. So I think we can handle a true Brad voice, maybe even a little Brad singing. I think the PM Artist Studio is more than just P&M these days. It's a family thing, and we're
Yeah.
loving it. I'm going to see what piece you're going to cut off and put in there.
Yeah, I don't know yet, but it's going to be easy to see without all the white.
Right?
You know, the shape of this fits that quite well. Just that leg. Bye-bye, Kitty. Bye-bye.
Oh,
I'll keep the face, but bye-bye, Kitty.
it does fit in there nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I like it.
I like a little bit of the contrasting colour, because otherwise it's all very red, isn't it?
Well, she probably has to be bribed, Sharon. She says, I bet Izzy will sing for us. And that's possible, but she might need to be bribed. And that would be on P. That's nice. I like that. That's a combination. I'm looking at that, and that's a combination of your stencils and PM Artist Studio stencils. And
that way, isn't it?
yeah, I'm thinking I can pick out which one of yours. Well, I know the cat is. I was there. Okay. The disc is.
You were there.
The orb with the knobbies on it is.
Yep.
Is the clock wheels or the cog wheels, whatever that is that yours or PM?
That's mine.
That's yours.
That's P&M's. This is the one that looks like a Nautilus shell.
Right. And then the black lace look is that, yeah, don't cover up too much of that there. The black lace look, yeah, whose is that?
That's the Nautilus shells. They are
Right,
P&M's.
okay. Oh, the curly shells. You call them curly shells,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, they look like Nautilus shells to me.
Okay.
But yeah, curly Nautilus shells.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they look like. I don't know what they're actually called. Maybe Brad knows.
I don't know how well he can see them.
those?
There you go. Well, I just had their shop up, so. Oh, let's see. Brad might have wandered off, so let me see what I can.
Maybe we
Like
embarrassed
fossils.
him. Fossils, that's the ones, yeah, like Nautilus fossils, yeah.
Yep.
There we are, that's better. I want a little bit more of that.
Not the rustic gears, is it?
No, it's
No,
not
let me
gears.
see again.
It's
Yeah.
curly. It's spiraling in.
Oh gosh, now I come over here and look and I start writing down, I want that one, I want that one. Right?
Yeah.
Well, the
Exactly.
Islamic writing is like immediately, I want that one.
Yeah.
Words. Well, I don't know where it is. Maybe they don't have it up anymore.
It could be. I think it's an old one.
Yeah.
It's is it a stencil? I can't remember if it's a stencil or if it was a pull from a
Oh, a laser print.
a doodah. Laser print, yeah, I think so.
A doodah. Oh, a laser print. Okay. Oh,
But I think it's brilliant. It ought to bring it back if it's not in there.
well, then
You
you may be right. Yes, I do. I do think I see it in the laser prints. Mm-hmm. Going Artie 6, A Little Alien. Yep. And that's the one that also has the Islamic writing in laser print.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's why I couldn't find it. Oh, and that's the one that has that same package has the eye.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yep, that's it. Going Artie number 6, A Little Alien. Yep. I like that one. That's the one with the eye and what's the name? I don't know the name of that. But it's dashes and dots and weird shapes and.
Is that the Texas X's?
You say so.
I don't know. I don't know what you're looking at.
Well, I'm looking. It's a group. So let me go back to. Does it say? No, I don't know. Just Going Artie 6.
That's a set of laser prints. That one. I asked for that one. Liked it.
That is really cool. That's a nice combination in there. Mm-hmm. I should put the link up for the shop.
Am I frozen? Why am I frozen?
I don't know.
That's not right.
I wasn't. Yes, you did freeze.
I froze it.
You froze it?
Yeah.
I'm going to put the shop link up. There we go. Everybody go look at that laser print because that's pretty cool.
Bother. Because that's quite nice.
Oh.
I don't know what to do about frozen. What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know. You're frozen on StreamYard too.
Maybe if I put you back on, and then I might come back to life again.
Yeah, Brad says, I am telling you, YouTube is.
There we are. You're on.
So you're frozen. I'm not. So.
Yeah. So you do something, and I'll
okay. Well,
I'll turn you into solo.
Okay. I'll do a little show and tell. I'll cover your butt. Here we go. I've got a placemat that I got from dollar store. And I just took my camera right out of the holder. Sorry about that, people. But this is a kind of a rubbery plastic placemat from the dollar store, and I used it as on the gel plate to make an impression. And what I'm going to do now is take my embroidery floss and do some random embroidery, I have a weird flowers and plants that I draw. There you go. You're back. And I'm gonna put them on here and make this a journal cover.
Lovely.
You're back. You're back.
And I'm done. I'm done with that now. So I think what we better do is I'll pull those last tits because we've been on it a couple of hours now by the look of it. So okay, I'm going to pull. That's the end of that. I've got to do the inside yet, but that's enough for now. So I've got quite a lot of Sydney Z in various forms. Here, there, here, everywhere, here, there, everywhere. And one or two of mine as well. And I like that. I think that's pretty good. I might put another bit of silver somewhere because that's the only bit of silver at the moment. But apart from that, I'm happy with that. So I'll put that away and I'll go and fetch the 3 plates we need to pull. Which is this one.
Okay. Fran, I'm sorry. I had to mute myself because Russ called. He needs me.
Okay. Are you off now then?
No, not yet. I have time. But he's coming home early and I have to follow him with the car we have to take the car into the shop. So I've got
all right,
half an hour. So we're good.
You've gone very quiet.
Yeah.
Might be that you moved away from your camera.
Well, I'm here. I'm as close as I can get without getting boogers on the screen.
All right, I'm going to pull this one.
Okay. Judy, all of that's what I do.
That's nice. I like that. That's quite surreal. And it's pulling just about everything off the plate.
Yes, it is. And I always tell you, I love it when you come back with a clean plate. Brad,
of course, it hasn't done the edges, but then I wasn't meaning to.
Brad says YouTube must have made an update and all types of stream softwares are being buggy. I don't know about YouTube, but I know I just did a Google update and it usually affects it. So could be. But Fran has.
That's pretty good. I like that.
That's gorgeous. Hold it a little closer to the Fabri-Tac. Fran has internet issues. We deal with this all the time. That's lovely. I love that. Good job.
I like the mappiness from the previous pulls, but I also like the effect of the painty circle stencil I created. So that's pretty good. I like that one. Next one.
Sharon has to go, so we're going to say goodbye and thank you for being here with us.
Okay, Sharon. Great to see you.
It was fun, and I will talk to you later.
This is the blue one. This has got both of the new stencils on it. Okay. Just see.
That looks gorgeous.
It tore a bit there where the fold was, but it was only the paint. It's nothing else. Yeah. That's quite good because that's showing a little bit of the painty circles.
Oh. Wow.
And here and here. And it's also got the other circles as well. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought I might have to widen the lines quite a bit. And in fact, I might do one with the wider lines and just keep both types. Because I reckon that would work rather well with spray. Is that little one as well.
Sharon, we're going to look for
So
you
bye, Sharon.
Saturday. Everybody, so you know, Sharon's going to be on Saturday. So we'll keep an eye out for it. I love that. I love that acrylic or that iridescent blue. Really.
Yeah, it works well,
Yeah.
doesn't it? That colour, sorry about that colour if Patricia's still here. I did try to solve it, but it's below. Sorry. So that's something trapped underneath the plate. That
I
is.
see that.
That's weird.
I see
Oh gosh. There we go again. Just the wrong moment.
Don't hold your breath. Just hold your good thinking, and she'll be right back.
There we go. So that's just on the bottom of the plate there. That there's nothing.
Hold on. We can't see it yet. There we go. Now we can see it. There it is. Wow.
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this one. And this one, going to trim the edge off.
Brad says, "Oh boy, I like the circles. I do too. I like what she did with them, especially the ones that are on the table right now that she calls her what did you call those?
The paint equals, these ones. Because they put paint
Yes.
down, dribbled it in a circle.
Yep. Like that. Yep. It looks a little more random.
Yeah. That's the painty circles. And the other one, where's the other one? Hello, where are you? There it is. Is more drawn circles, but I had to do them with slits through them, otherwise they would have just fallen off, like one of them did. So those two, they're quite successful. I think this is rather more successful than that one for the gel plate, but I think that one still works, and I think certain paints it work better than with others.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy with all of that, basically.
Hi,
and I think this purple one is my favourite.
Welcome.
So there we are.
Welcome, Charlotte. Hello from Denmark. Well, hello, hello.
Hello, Charlotte. I'm sorry, I'm afraid we're just finishing.
Yep, we're just finishing.
Watch the replay. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
Yeah. Those are all beautiful prints, Fran. Really.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I quite like the... If I could get the same effect with red and gold with that would be good. I would have to have a try at that.
And where's your collage? Where'd your collage piece go? Did you...
That's just around here.
Yeah.
Not far. It's just around here.
Yeah, Brad says red and gold would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we see we've got some red and gold here, but I'm thinking that's the Aztec gold. That is the light gold, the Amsterdam one. That's the light gold. This one's the Aztec, and I think I just dropped. Oh, there it is. That one. You can see that it's a different tone.
Which one is
this? Is warmer tone. This is sparklier.
Which one is the Amsterdam on the plate on the collage again? Which one?
This one.
Oh.
This one. That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is lighter, isn't it?
Yep. So there you go. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody for coming. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And that is us for now. I've just got to find my mouse so I can turn things off.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We will see you next week, same time, same channels.
Yep, we will.
Bye.
If I can just find my mouse to do the work.
Lost her mouse. Right. We lost her mouse.
Here we go. Bye-bye, everybody. Wave. Let's put you back up so it can all wave.
I'm going to do my Miss America wave.
Well, hang on till I've got us up. There we go.
Okay.
Go. Now you can do your Miss America wave.
Yeah, it's... Oh, wait. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. There it is.
There
it is.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.